Hello everyone, I am Renow0, and we are now at the point where these literal frog minions, these CG minions, or new CG minions, whatever you want to call them, are now seemingly always trying to manufacture drama between literally anybody they can in order to have content, because they realize they can't grift in the indie space anymore. They can no longer grift for allegedly liking indie comics, and they have nothing to show for it. They have no comics produced. They have no actual content produced. All their content is just reacting to other people's stuff and just making clips of other people that are more successful than they are. But I always find it hilarious watching the fat, overweight, out of shape dude named Riley trying to go at people and then bitching up almost immediately when the person tells them to F around and find out. And we had the same exact thing happen with the Side Scrollers podcast Twitter account that responded to this individual. So everything was screenshotted, of course. You can't run away from any of it. We're going to get into it just right here. It says, CG versus Side Scrollers. Riley is threatening Side Scrollers podcast, saying, "I will come to your effing house." Riley is known for stalking and harassment of Eric July. This new CG fight first started with a CG YouTube account threatening to strike the Side Scrollers channel. We'll just scroll down here. You can see it just in plain sight, called CG King of Comics. Hope you laugh after your channel gets flagged down. At this point, in my opinion, that's Riley on his account, and they're just fabricating bull crap. You know, the whole Katie did and Fraud Tony doing all this nonsense and fabricating this bull crap narrative so that they can have content for their dying channels. So this is what the person says. "You seem like you're taking this personally, fella. Chew an aspirin." Side Scrolls Podcast says, "Chew on a truth pill. Whether we're taking this personally or not has no bearing on the truthfulness of my arguments. Be better, kid, or stay out of the discourse." So you are taking this extremely personally, crying emoji. "And if you ever reply to me in a condescending tone again, I will come to your effing house and create some discourse. Got it, dork? This isn't a safe space." There's no one on planet Earth that is afraid of a fat motherfucker with a golden cape. I'm sorry, but nobody's afraid of you. You almost got your pushed in by Brandon at the Dallas meetup. We saw it all on video as you backed up when the man was literally about to knock your block off, bro. Do not act as if you are tough in any stretch of the imagination just because you got an easy, I guess, hit on Ethan Ralph. Try us, keyboard warrior. Consider this tweet, screenshot it for posterity. That's the tweet right there, as I showed already. He goes on to say, "Is there a more ill-advised thing to say to me and my bunny battalion than try us, keyboard warrior? No, ask Eric July what you have just gotten yourself into now, Craig. Craig does not run the Side Scrollers podcast Twitter account. You are an absolute idiot who doesn't know that. I cannot believe you actually think that someone as busy as Craig would actually run a social media account for his podcast." But you will go on to say, "Apparently the female co-host is the one who challenges people online. I don't care. I'm still coming for Side Scrolls. Now don't delete that screenshot you took, whore." So you sat there and thought with your whole chest that you were going to call Blabs a whore. I cannot believe you literally sat there and thought that you were going to do that and people weren't going to take notice. Honestly, it's projection, because as usual, the words you use just reflect really back on yourself, considering that you are with a groomed autistic whore herself. You'll need it for posterity and all. "Hi, Sam here. I'm Side Scroller's social media manager. I'm tweeting you to let you know that none of what happened yesterday is on Craig or Blabs, and it was all on me. I apologize for taking things so far. Personally, I don't think you should apologize to this guy. He's a disgusting individual who thinks that internet beef should be brought into the real world, and he's constantly harassing and stalking one Eric July because he thinks it's funny, even though literally the guy just made a comic book company. I had no idea who you are. You should still really have no idea who he is because he's a literal nobody. I thought you were one of the main people who were just trying to pile on because of my positive Superman review. If you want to send hate my way or make fun of for being a keyboard warrior, that's fully understandable. Just leave Craig and Blabs out of this, please. They're on vacation and literally had nothing to do with this whatsoever." If you scroll right down to Stuttering Craig himself, for the record, he has no idea what the F is happening. And I respond with, I've dealt with these types. They are becoming so irrelevant because the idea of Comicsgate, or at least what it used to be, is dead, that these weirdos need to start drama in order to have content for their dead channels. Because one fraud Tony decided after this started happening, even though he got it completely wrong, he was so quick to put up that live stream and claim that Craig was trying to tell Riley to pull up, allegedly. It wasn't even Craig himself, it was Sam, as he admits, which is funny because that's how quick drama spreads and that's how quick drama tubers act on nonsense. I go on to say, never apologize to fat, disgusting retards who believe they can internet quote-unquote beef and bring it to IRL. Let him F around and find out. I wonder what I got as a response. I'm going to accept his apology and leave them alone, Sturgis. Eric July could learn a lot from Sam. There is nothing on planet Earth that Eric July ever has to apologize to you for. You are the same individual that went to Eric July's great-great-great-grandfather's grave and pissed on it. We have the evidence, and as you tried to take it back, and then you go on and said it again, which, by the way, it's all on video. You could go on Eric's channel, YoungRipper59, and you could find the Breaking the Narrative #1 and see that that was all real. You are that guy. You are the same guy who claimed that you are chronically unhappy as you sit there and record other people having fun, which is exactly what you mongoloids who are literally sitting there crying about me gooning, quote-unquote, when I'm playing a video game. It's exactly what you're doing. You're being chronically unhappy just like this loser right here, who knows that he'll never get anywhere else in life outside of being a minion for both CG and his massa Juju the cow. Taking accountability is better than false bravado. Grow the F up, bud. Says the guy who pays people to harass others. Miss me with that BS, homie. You bitched up like you always do when you get called out. Eric July don't owe you shit, you chronically unhappy loser. I cannot believe that this is where we are at this point. It's absolutely crazy. Even have clowns like this. Are you still coping because you're black internet dad? Eric July got totally in Dallas. Oh, you're that guy. You're the guy who said it on video because you're an absolute dumbass. You're that guy on video. You stated you knew the rules that you're not supposed to film, but then you acted as if you didn't know you weren't supposed to film literally 2 minutes later, and as Eric July ignored the out of you as he should, you made yourself look like an absolute fool and an absolute idiot. Please miss me with that BS, bro. And like I will say, the only thing these people talk about is nothing. The only thing they have left are insults. I've already won long ago. When I can literally sit and play a video game and all they have to complain about is how I'm gooning. That's literally all they have at this point. Because none of these guys give a crap about indie comics. They don't actually care about comics in general. All they care about is their weirdo drama tubing, drama farming nonsense. And it's the only thing they have going on in their life. Which isn't very much, honestly. None of these guys could ever say any of this shit to my face. Not a single one of these fat motherfuckers could ever say this shit to my face in their entire life. They literally are those people that will look at a person and judge their appearance and think that they don't have the strength based on whatever failing metric these guys have. Bro, you are probably one of those people that buy the 4XL shirts from EVS's store. Let's not get that twisted, bro. You're an absolute fucking moron. Please shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down and continue being on your knees for your throat goat frog daddy and lick that boot, homie, because that's what you guys are good at, licking the boot every single day. So thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, and returning viewers. If you do like this video, smash that like button, comment below how you feel about this, subscribe for more content, hit the bell for notifications, set the bell to all, that way you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video or go live on the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.